walk up. Okay, I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to give you a nod. So everybody's eyes are going to have to be up here so that we can sit down as much together as possible, right? So as soon as I come up, I'm going to put my book here, and everybody gets up here, and I'm going to give you one of these, and that's your cue to sit. Okay? Can everybody hear me? I'm trying. Do we have any sound? It'd be nice. So, all right, so stay standing until you see me come up here, right? And I'm going to give you a nod, and that's your cue to sit down, okay? And then you'll pretty much be given direction from that point forward, like when you're supposed to stand, when you're supposed to sit, and all those good things, okay? We're going to practice one more time. That was great. If it's that good, we don't have to practice walking out again, okay? Good job. So we're going to practice one more time. So those in the back.
No, look.
Oh, I know. It's right in
Hey,
your
Brady.
face.
Can we cover that until pop it off right before the slideshow? It's like blinding right now.
Up here.
There.
Keep your eyes up here no matter what's going on. Just keep them up here.
That's still. It can
Everybody up.
happen.
Everybody up. Okay. I'm going to try it again. Eyes up here. Eyes up here. All right, as soon as you've been seated, all right, our welcome is going to be Addie Loniger. So, Addie, you don't sit, all right? As soon as everybody sits, you're going to get it started. So you just, come on up here. Okay, so Addie will do the welcome. Okay, so she'll have something that she's going to read. No, I just want you to read like the first sentence.
Good evening. As Vice President of the senior class, I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for Loogootee High School class of 2025.
Okay, so down here. Go ahead.
Okay. Tonight, the Loogootee High School Choir will begin our program with the national anthem, which will be followed by this evening's musical selection, the prayer. At this time, please stand, and gentlemen, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
So that's what you're going to do. Everybody's going to stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Choir members, over to choir. Nope. Gentlemen will remove their caps. Girls, you can leave yours on. The choir is going to sing the national anthem. So as soon as the national anthem is finished, you can go ahead and sit down again, just like everybody else will be. Okay, so national anthem is over. You can go ahead and sit. Guys, you can put your caps back on once you sit down. The choir will then sing one song, the prayer. Okay, so they're going to sing the prayer. When they're done singing, they're all going to come back to their seats. Madison Strange, that's your cue to come on up. Madison is going to introduce the speakers. Would you go ahead and read that?
This year, the class of 2025 has selected the motto, I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you have left the actual good old days.
Say again.
Oh, I wish there...
Down. All right.
before you have left them. This evening's speakers have selected a word for our class motto, as the basis for their speech. Our first speaker this evening is class valedictorian Riken Chandler, who has chosen to speak on the word wish.
So at that point, then you're going to walk this way. Riken, that's your cue. Yep. So just say this last sentence, and then the rest. So just say this.
Okay. Class of 2025, I know I do not have to wish for a successful future for you because I know each of you can and will make your own wishes come true. Thank you. Our next speaker this evening is class valedictorian Addison Loniger, who has chosen to speak on the word no.
Same thing, just say this, and then this.
We really did it, and more than anything else, we know we're just getting started. Thank you. Our next speaker this evening is class salutatorian Ashley Green, who has chosen to speak on the word days.
Thank you, and best of luck in all you choose to do.
As soon as she is done, Ava, that is your cue. Okay. Ava is going to introduce the slideshow and the band. So she's not going to say your name, but that's okay. Yeah. So go ahead and read it all.
At this time, we invite you to enjoy the slide presentation created as a special tribute to the Loogootee High School class of 2025. Following the slide presentation, the Loogootee High School Band will entertain us with their beautiful rendition of Battle Hymn of the Republic.
Okay, so that will be the slideshow. Okay, after the slideshow, band. You have seniors, right? How many seniors do you have in the band? Just 2? Okay, you 2. As soon as the slideshow is finished, that's your cue to go join the band. Can you wait? Okay. All right. So then they will play Battle Hymn, all right? And then when they're done, they'll come back and join us. At that point, Dr. Harrison will come up and speak. And then after she is finished.
Okay, so when I talk, I am going to do like a, hey, thank you to everybody and great job, seniors. As a part of my speech, I like to give recognition to the students who have done outstanding things while they have been here. So all of you have done outstanding things, but some of you have done things like Twin Rivers, internship, cadet teaching, dual credit. I have all of you guys stand up, so you'll have to listen to my speech. So I start out with my speech. Thank you to the school board, the teachers, the parents, you guys. And then I have Twin Rivers, internships. Nope, I don't have them. Martin County CEO, Upskills Apprentice, internship and cadet teaching. All of you guys will stand. So I'm going to talk about what you do, and then I'm going to say if you participated in that, please stand. Then I'm going to say like how great that experience was and thank the businesses. And then I'll say something like getting them ready for the next steps in life. And then I'll like pause and you guys sit back down. Then I will have anybody who is wearing a cord or a stall to stand up. And I'm going to talk about those and the work that went into that. And then you're going to sit. And then I'm going to have the top 10, and I'm going to call the top 10 by name, okay? And then once I call the top 10, just stay standing while all top 10 names are read, and then you're going to sit, and then I'm going to say a couple words. I'm going to end it with a really important word. And then that will be my speech. So just listen if you participated in cadet or intern or any of those things, okay? So that you get to stand and be recognized. If you would like to.
Okay, once Dr. Harrison is finished, right, then it will be presentation of the diplomas. Okay, so Mrs. Christmas is going to read the names. So she will come up here and she's going to say, at this time, would row 1 please stand? So you would be row 1, okay? So you need to be paying attention because she's going to say, and so the idea is that everybody's going to stand together, okay? So you can go ahead and be seated, but that's what's going to happen, okay? Once you stand, then just walk right there in front of the seats, and you're going to come over here and you're going to line up off the stairs, right? You're not going to come up onto the stage until your name is called, okay? So everybody will line up over here, right? Tony will go first. Right, so once you all get up here, just realize that Tony will get his diploma first, right, and then he's going to come down the middle and go back to his seat. For the rest of you, okay, you're going to walk across the stage, go back down over here, right, and then come and stay standing in front of your chair. Okay, you're going to stay standing until the last person is back to their seat. right? That's Zoe. Once Zoe gets back to her seat, Mrs. Christmas is going to give you another nod. So all eyes need to be up here. Once you get back to your seat, you stay standing. Miss Christmas, okay, second row. As soon as they all get back, you need to be paying attention, because when Miss Christmas nods, the front row is going to sit and the second row is going to stand at the same time. Okay? So everybody's got their diploma. Zoe's back. Mrs. Christmas is going to give you a nod. Front row is going to sit, and the second row is going to stand at the same time. Okay? That's the way it'll work until we get through everyone. Okay? Second row, once you stand, again, come line up single file over here, and you won't come up the stairs until your name is called. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. You stand with them and just bring him right up here to the front.
Do they need to get him?
Yep. Yep.
Do they need to make sure they don't block his road to come this way? Because usually.
Well, hopefully we'll be all right. Well, yeah, that'll be okay. We're going to practice that. Okay, the standing and the sitting. So for Miss Christmas,
Can I take these out?
no, these aren't really the ones. We had to change.
Okay, so right on these.
Well, no, I'm going to print them out again.
Okay, but I need to make notes.
Okay. So we have row 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hold on.
No. Okay.
Hey guys, when you come up and I call your name, tell me if I pronounce your name wrong, and sometimes I'll just look at you and say, hey, is this how you do it? So make sure you tell me if I pronounce your name right, because some people, my speech does not work real well with certain names. Okay, so right now, at this time, would row 1 please stand? Nope, Landon, nope. Do it again, same time. Everybody same? Okay. At this time, would row 1 please stand? Perfect. Okay, so go ahead. Tony Lavelle Buckhoy. Is Lavelle right, Tony? Lavelle. Okay. Addison Faith Loniger. Madison May Strange. Riken Len Chandler. Is Len right? Okay. Ashley Marie Green. Ava Nicole Furman. Carson Andrew Birch. Aniston Kinsley Amon. Kinsley, okay. Olivia Page Arthur. Cora Lynn Osbrooks. Jackson Scott Bauer. Landon John Bowling. Avery Nicole Brock. Britta Sue Browder. Zoe Burris. Do what? You put her on there. Yep. Do you want your middle name?
Here it is. Zoe Gale.
Gail. Okay.
Oh, Mary.
I messed it up, so. When I type Gail? No. Yeah. Okay. Nope, do it again.
Second row, pay attention.
If you guys can't see, watch when they start to go and then you go up, okay? Nope. Judea. How do we look? Okay. When second row goes back to your seats, you will follow the whole line. Don't cut across in front of row 1. Does that make sense? Okay. Amber Serenity Cagle. Landon Lee Campbell. Abigail Brooke Chapman. Olivia Ann Christmas. Brianna Nicole Porter. Pierce Lee Davis. Canton Casey Deerwester. Brianna Grace Eckerly. Noah Robert Esch. Judea Grace Farhar. Gunnar Lee Fox. Emily Alexis Fries. Isabel May Gingrich. Evie Carlene Goldsberry. Nope. Good deal. Luke Jacob Guy. Jayla Ashton Heldman. Is it Jayla? Did I say that right? Miley K. Hembry. Trevon Wayne Hairtoss. Trevin. And then say your last name, Trevin. Hurtus. Okay. Wesley. How would you put that?
Trevin.
You think?
Trevin. Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Remember Trevin?
Yeah.
It's like Trevor, but
I know,
Trevin.
but it won't
I know.
click. Kirsten Grace Hupp. Emma Claire Linkenfelter. Victoria Mercedes Long. Landon Wade Mathias. Adriana Lee Miley. Daniel Allen Miller. Dylan Michael Norris. Ella Marie Parker. Tanner Jacob Phillips. Brock Nicholas Rahill. Luke James Roark. Adeline Grace Sargent. Nope.
Watch here. Watch here.
Okay. You guys actually don't take as much practice as other classes we've had. Okay, Joseph Ramsey Smith. Isaac Nathaniel Tarr. Xavier Philip Todd. Hannah Ray Venters. Cohen Don Wagner. Madison Ann Wagner. Marin Elizabeth Walters. I'm going a little fast. Wade Andrew Walton. Macy Renee Wathen. Ruger Anthony Walthen. Keisha Grace Wilcoxon. Luke Michael Williams. Kylie Grace Wolgamuth. Wait, hold on. Okay, yep, you're gonna go down. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. Yep. He was doing Kinsley's awards.
Huh?
He was at Kinsley's awards.
Okay, as soon as the diplomas are presented, okay, then Dr. Harmon will have a few words to say. Want to come up? You want to say anything? Okay. As soon as he is finished, okay, it's called the presentation of the class. So Dr. Harmon will present you as graduates of the class of 2025. As soon as he is finished, Carson, that is your cue. All right, Carson is going to give the closing remarks. So as soon as he finishes, your cue to come up. So just read this.
All right. Can I flip it for the?
Yes.
All right. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'm so proud of us. That it? As your class president, it is my distinct honor to lead us in one final momentous event together. So I invite you, Loogootee High School class of 2025, to please stand.
So as soon as he asks the class to stand, class officers need to come up to the front. Class officers. On the floor. Yep. You can spread out. You don't have to be right on top of each other.
Together, we complete this one final task, turning our tassels.
So, yeah, you want to go, right? From the right to left. It's easier if you use your left hand to turn it this way. All right, so go ahead, everybody, put it back on the right side.
Oh, mine fell off.
Right, so you're this way, it's on the right, so you're going to reach over with your left and turn it. Come across the front. So go ahead and put it on the right. We'll try it one more time.
Together, we complete this one final task, the turning of our tassels.
It'll click on there if you pull it tight so it doesn't
Okay.
fall off. Yeah. All right, so, yeah.
At this time, the seniors have planned a small celebration If there's anyone in attendance tonight that is sensitive to loud noises, we would like to give you this opportunity to exit the gymnasium prior to the celebration.
Okay, so each one of you will have a confetti popper underneath your chair. Okay, the confetti poppers, all you have to do, right, is hold the top or the middle with one hand, and you're going to turn the bottom with the other hand. I'll have one tonight in the library so we can look and I can show you. But again, you want to make sure you're holding it straight up. You're not going to hit the person next to you. Okay, so hold that confetti popper straight up, and you're going to hold it with one hand. You're going to turn with the other hand. So as soon as he says that, right, he's going to have one up here. Carson's going to come up to the front with his confetti popper, and you're going to listen for his countdown. He's going to say 3, 2, 1, because when you all do it at the same time is when it looks really, really good. Okay. So yeah, you will. It'll be underneath your chair, and so after, you don't have to worry about getting the popper until he tells anyone who is sensitive to loud noises because we're going to have to pause and wait to see if anybody leaves anyway. So you're not in a big hurry, so wait until he says that, and then you can go ahead and get the popper out from underneath your chair, right? And be sure, again, you're going to wait on him, and he's going to give you a countdown up here in the front because you want them to go off all at the same time because that's when it looks really cool. Okay. After that, okay, then we will have the recessional, and that's when you will process out. Okay, so when we leave, right, the band will play the recessional. So is there an intro to that? Or is it just, okay, so there'll be a short intro, right, and then when it gets to the march music again, we're gonna go out this way. So Zoe, you will lead your side, the front row on your side, up those stairs. Right, Addie, you will lead yours up this way. And then second row, Amber, you're going to follow right after Annie. Okay, she's going to go, and then you'll follow right after. So just follow the person in front of you. Same over here. Okay. So you're going to go right up those stairs and then around that way. All right, so as soon as you recess out, right, you're free to go. You can leave stuff in the library, right? We'll leave the library so that you can leave your stuff in the library, and you can go back in there and get it when you're finished. You will come up this way and then go around that way. Straight up the stairs. Yep, straight up the stairs. Nope, straight up the stairs. Yep, just straight out this way, up these stairs, and then you can curve around when you get to the top. Okay? And like I said, you can leave stuff in the library, whatever you need to leave in the library, you can leave there and go back and get it when you're finished. Okay? Questions right now? What? Yeah. They're going to come this way, so you can just go right out that way. Yep. Yes, Luke? If you want, might want to put your name in it so you get it back. All right, what else? What else? Do I want to do another run? I wasn't planning on it. I do. You did good. Yeah. The band's going to practice, right? The choir will need to stay because the choir is going to practice. Speakers need to stay because speakers are going to practice. Yes. 2? Who is that? Are they the ones with the white shoes? Addie. I know. I'm sure that's what he's wearing. Looks tacky, just like the white shoes. You said Jayla and... What else do I need to say? Okay, so I think we're good. What time are you going to be here tonight? You need to be dressed and ready in the library at 6:30. Dressed. Don't come in carrying everything with you at 6:30. All right, so get here at 6:20 or whatever, so you make sure you have everything and everything's ready to go. Okay, so dressed and ready in the library at 6:30. What am I forgetting? Any other questions? We're going to practice. We haven't practiced yet. I need Jayla, Evie, and Addie Miley to stay for just a second, please. But I think the rest of you are free to go. Please have a safe afternoon. We'll see everyone back here tonight at 6:30. Thank you. You did great.